Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another week of KEW action. We'll get things kicked off immediately with the Firefighter against the Big Bird. This, of course, as I've been mentioning for a few months now, the Firefighter looking to progress up the KEW rankings and really try and get himself a little further up them, and the Big Bird sits just above him. I'm not quite sure how the Big Bird's managed to keep himself up there quite as long as he has, but there we are, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is
Here he comes then,
making his way to the ring.
coming through the smoke from the fire extinguishers. Furious and fired up, the KEW logo on his hat. He's a company man and he's taking on the company's CEO for a little more than the privilege of potentially shifting up and getting in a position to really attack those top 10 spots. I think he is currently maybe the 10th or 9th ranked wrestler in the KEW, the Firefighter. He'll be fuming that he's not higher up than that. He's had a few decent results in recent weeks, and of course his tag team partnership with Atomic Andy has bared fruit for him. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of the company. The crowd happy to see him here. Happy for the entertainment he provides us. Big Bird, Giles Bird, the KEW logo blaring out the Tachytron behind him. And the crowd clearly amped and pumped for this one. Two real powerhouses of the KEW as well. They're not the most athletic and explosive wrestlers. They are, however, two power athletes who will pummel the life out of each other. So we should be in for a good one here to get us started. 4 matches on the cards tonight. We have a title match coming as well. Not the main KEW title, just the tag titles on the line. The Teachers Union have been goaded into it by the Square Watermelons, which we'll see coming up later today. Here we go then, the Firefighter spits on his hands, getting them ready to get to grips with the oily mess. So there's the CEO, he looks fired up and pumped up. A little bit of a height differential here. I thought there'd be a similar sort of height, but the Big Bird's clearly a couple of inches taller than the Firefighter, and a nice swift hit there from the Firefighter, who puts his man on the ropes and now jumps off the ropes and catches him. Oh, with a stunner off the ropes there. Good first moves, a little bit of taunting to the crowd there, giving him the AOK symbols, checking on his CEO. He is, of course, a good company man, as we mentioned, just making sure the CEO is okay on the floor after he's inflicted a bit of punishment here. Gets over the arm and wrenches it into the mat there, picks him up. Perhaps the Big Bird will be happy to be in the ring with a man who's a good company man. Oh, twists him round and slams him down. Well, currently he might be in a bit of punishment here, the Big Bird, and might not be quite so happy to be in the ring with a Firefighter. He's now wrenching that arm again, trying to weaken the arms, those massive muscles on Big Bird. And you can see he's doing a lot of damage there. Nice little elbow drop there as well from the Firefighter. Scoops his man back up to his feet now. Gets hold of him, whips him into the ropes, ducks under, jumps over. Here comes Big Bird, and oh no, he's stopped it. No, he's not. He's got hold of it. Oh, he's got him in an arm lock here. Will he? Oh no, I thought he might wrench him round and get him to tap out, with the damage has already done to the arms. You can see there, though, the CEO shaking his wrist a little, but now on the offensive. A few swift hits and a nice scoop slam sideways there as he sits the Firefighter down. He's wrenching on that back there. A nice elbow. Oh, that's a big elbow to be slammed into your chest there. He rolls now for the ropes and out of the ring. And here comes the CEO. Oh, diving over the top rope. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen. He threw himself out of the ring there, Big Bird. Putting it all on the line for our entertainment. Picks up the Firefighter now. Lifts him and lets the blood drain to his head on the outside of the ring. Look at that. Turning him round to show him off to the crowd. Good core strength there from both gentlemen. And oh, massive suplex on the outside. Just a 2 count. I think he told the referee, don't you dare count more than a 2 whilst I'm out here holding him up. Gets him up off the floor now and drives him down onto the floor. And the back of the Firefighter might be in tatters here. And the CEO's got hold of him and some sort of crocodile roll here, rolling him around. And now gets the headlock locked in, wrenching on the back, wrenching on those muscles back there. couldn't put enough damage on him, and he can't, of course, tap out outside the ring. I think he just wanted to inflict a bit more punishment. Up to a 5 count, the CO climbs back into the ring and takes a little rest in the corner and says to the referee, come on, get that count going. Gets up to a 7 count, and the firefighter's back in the ring, but only for more punishment as he gets a few swift shots from Big Bird, who picks him up and tosses him over his head, and he lands again on that back. Goes for the pin now. 1, 2. Kick out there from the firefighter, rolling the shoulder up just in time. Now the Big Bird again, scooping him up off the mat onto the shoulder and then driving him back into the mat. Goodness me, the back of the firefighter, how much more punishment can it take here, ladies and gentlemen? A kick into the guts, rolls him up here onto the shoulder and twists him sideways down. The Big Bird driver, and he's right next to the ropes here, the firefighter. He might have got a rope break in, but the Big Bird says, I'm not done with the punishment yet. Gets hold of his man and rams his head into the corner turnbuckle. Gets hold of him. No, the firefighter's reversed out of it and drives him backwards into the mat there. A little reverse DDT. Bit of a momentum switch that the firefighter clearly needed. Now tucks him in between his legs, picks him up, and massive powerbomb there. He almost put the CO through the ring. Goes for a pin himself. 1. Just a 1 count there. It looked like as well the referee slapped the firefighter on the ankle as he was counting. I'm not sure Big Bird would have been happy with that if he didn't make contact with the mat. I'm not sure it's legal. Gets hold of him here though. The firefighter twists him round. Tornado DDT out of the corner. Big DDT there. And the CEO slowly getting back to his feet. The firefighter won't let him though. Scoops him up again and power bombs him almost out of the ring that time. The CEO quickly back to his feet though and says, I feel no pain. Rips him into the ropes. Misses the elbow. Misses the second shot. And now spears him out of nowhere. Lowered him into a full sense of security. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just the 2 count though. The firefighter showing off that fortitude to fight back and get himself back up, and then a little frog flip over, flips the Big Bird over next to the ropes, and the knee shot there preventing the CEO from getting up. Now going back after those arms, stomping on the arm there, and now wrenching the arm into the floor, getting hold of him and wrenching the neck here, trying to work the neck of the CEO, really tighten up all those muscles in his back as well. He knows that being an older wrestler, if he can lock it in something like this, the camel clutch, it might be enough. No, the CEO battles back out of it and then swiftly back up to his feet, whips the firefighter into the ropes, twists him round here, and swinging net breaker there for the firefighter. And the firefighter straight back up here though, ducks under, shoulder charge, 1, off the ropes again, shoulder barge again, and then says to him, get up, goes for the hit, misses it, lifts him up, twists him round and slams him down into the mat. And look at that, the firefighter all of a sudden looks fired up and motivated. He's up to the top turnbuckle here, ladies and gentlemen. Here he goes, diving off, massive diving punch off the top rope, goes for the pin. 1, 2. Just the 2 count though, ladies and gentlemen. The CEO giving it all to kick out of that there. The firefighter now working his way around his opponent, rolls him over from behind, and now he's got the Texas Global Leaf. It might be locked in or some sort of ankle lock. Will the CEO tap? He's wrenching the legs, wrenching the back. He's really thinking about tapping. No, he's let him out, the firefighter. He says, I don't want to break the CEO in half, but you can see the CEO's in a bit of trouble now as he manages to get a bit of power left to force the firefighter off the top of him, and now picks him up off the mat and tosses him across the ring, doing more damage to that back of the firefighter. You can see he's clutching it there. He must be in real pain now, the firefighter. The CEO scoops him up and screams to the crowd, gets hold of his man, lifts him up here, drops him on his face. Goodness gracious me. And now he rolls out of the ring, the firefighter, for what he thought, I think, was a breather. The CEO says, no such luck here, son. Stomps him on him on the outside, and now gives him a taste of his own medicine, going for the arms. Picks him up and gets hold of him, whips him down the ring, into the steel stairs. Nasty from the CEO, and the CEO telling him to get up. He wants to inflict more punishment. The firefighter, rolling around on the floor. You can see he got the elbow nasty in the back there. Not on the floor again. CEO picks him up and power bombs him viciously on the outside here. We're up to a 5 count. Picks him up here, gets hold of him, and he's carrying him for what looks like he's got to shove him back in the ring. Does indeed roll him under the bottom rope up to a 6 count. The CEO gets in the middle rope here, picks his man up, and Big Bird might look to finish it all here. Has hold of the firefighter, takes him into the corner, rams his head into the turnbuckle, and then picks him up, and oh no, the firefighter's got out of it again. Missed the scoop slam and gives him the reverse DDT, and now this might be the opportunity the firefighter needed. Lowered his man back into the ring, a swift hit there, gets hold of him from behind, scoops him up, he's got him in the fireman's carry, down he goes, fireman's carry there, goes for the pin, the ref's slow for the count, 1, 2, just a 2 count there. If the referee had only got down immediately, I think the firefighter would have put it away. But where's the firefighter going now? Back up to the top rope. Goodness gracious me. Dives off it. Massive elbow from across the ring. Goodness gracious. And then a stomp on the CEO's face as well. And on the back of the head. God blimey, he's really giving him a lot of punishment here. And oh, the CEO with a little kick there to try and get out of it the last second. Gets hold of the firefighter from behind. Rams his head into the turnbuckle. Now picks him up and scoop slams him down in the corner. He's been looking for that for the entire match, and here he goes onto the second rope. Tells his man to get up and get to his feet. There's a large man waiting for him. Dives off. Oh, massive clothesline off the top of the second rope. 1, 2, 3, and the Big Bird's done enough to put it away. Both men battered and bruised after this one and really giving it their all there. The CEO will say, good job, company man, for putting on a good spectacle for the fans. It wasn't enough, however, and look at that, there's a bit of blood on the CEO's face. At some point during the match, he was obviously bust open. Maybe those glasses were rammed into his face a little too hard from the firefighter. And he looks mean and moody there, the CEO. He says, I'm ready to make a charge myself for the title. Forget the firefighter being the one who wants to make a late run for things. I'm going to give it a damn good go. It's my company. I'm coming for that belt. We'll move into our second match of the evening here, ladies and gentlemen, where we see a bit of unresolved issues here within the Teachers Union between the Ploughman and the Cyclops. The two of them, of course, part of the Teachers Union. But the Cyclops, after losing out on his title defence to the Shinigami, was then almost subverted by the Ploughman, who slid into the ring to claim his steel bookcase and try and get his title shot. Didn't work out for him as he was chokeslammed almost through the ring. And now the Ploughman and the Cyclops have a bit of afters to sort out. Perhaps the Cyclops has only just been made aware of the fact that the Ploughman has the illithid powers as well, the demonic powers locked inside that mask. No, only time will tell. Either way, both men here looking for a measure of revenge. The Ploughman will say, why couldn't you weaken up the Shinigami a little more? And the Cyclops will be saying, why did you run in and try and steal my title? Perhaps he was waiting just for the opportunity, regardless of who came out of that match, knowing that both men would leave it battered and bruised. Are we going to see the rise of the Cyclops again, or are we going to see the rise of that man, the Ploughman? Here he comes then. Mr. Cyclops. Former covert operations. Now turned Demon Hunter. Demon Destroyer. As seen in our last pay-per-view. Look at that. You can tell he's a little bit distraught by some of the words from the crowd. Perhaps they're saying to him, you lost the title. And maybe he's lifting the 4 fingers now to signify how long he held the title for. About 4 days. It was not very long at all, ladies and gentlemen. Dives out of the ring and gives the crowd the 4-finger to salute there. Look at that child staring him down in the front row. He's not intimidated. He tries to scare the child again. The little kid's having none of it. He says, I don't give a toss. You do what you like. We have, of course, allowed children into the arena this time around. No BFG on offer for the crowd. So the kids are allowed into the front row. You can see one kid there standing up in the background as the Cyclops getting an early advantage here, stomping away on the Ploughman in the corner and choking him now. The two men, of course, sorted out their issues, and then only time will tell as to if they can manage to repair this relationship and continue to be part of the Teachers Union, both of them, or if the Teachers Union will be left to just be Dude Jeans a missed Ash, and the Ploughman now picks his man up. No, sit down suplex there. This might be enough of a battering for both men to sort their issues out. Oh, it's nasty few hits there from the Ploughman on the Cyclops. Whips him into the corner now. No, pulls him back for the shoulder charge to Cyclops, and the Ploughman's down in the ring. Picks him back up here. Whips him into the rope. Off the rope he goes. Big clothesline there. Almost took his head off. Stomping on the head now. Trying to work the head early. Is the Cyclops. Little knee drag there from the Ploughman though, and now he's forced back down to the floor by the Cyclops, who's waiting across the ring for him. He's crawled halfway out of the ring here. That could be dangerous area. Oh, shoulder barges him down to the outside there, and then rolls under the bottom rope, and is going after the Cyclops, after the Ploughman now on the outside. Big punch there. He's straight back up to his feet though, as that demonic powers there with a few swift hits to the guts, and down goes the Ploughman. He's already defeated one demon, of course, the Cyclops. Now he's looking to take a second out. Gets hold of him, and oh, nasty headbutt to the back of the head there, dropping him to the floor. Oh, the Ploughman reverses out of it though and gives him a little kick there, and oh, he punched his gob off there. Goodness gracious me, and look at that, he looks like he's knocked out cold on the outside. Wow, much is that the demon inside now going to be able to power him back up. We're up to a 5 count, 6 here, ladies and gentlemen. He's showing off in the corner. Oh, he's climbed up to the corner. He's pointing to the little boy in the front row and says, watch this one. Up to a 7 count. Oh, dives out. Oh, caught him though and slammed down from the Ploughman. Goodness gracious me, I thought he was going to get a massive clothesline in there and put it all on the line, but the Ploughman manages to recover just in time. Now onto the top rope. Oh, and big knee to the face there. Goes for the pin as well. The referee again slow to count 1. Just a 1 count there, ladies and gentlemen. He's not impressed, particularly the Ploughman. He says you could have counted a little faster than that. Now allows the Cyclops to crawl back into the corner. And gets hold of him and introduces his face into that top turnbuckle. And a swift kick to the guts there from the Hush Puppy. Now grating his face along the ring ropes there. And picks his man up. Gets hold of him and then carries him over to the ropes here. Cushions him on the side of them. And then launches him out of the ring. And down goes the Cyclops on the outside. And the Ploughman, look at this, he looks like he's got something in store. We can't see though because the referee's decided he's going to stand directly in the way. And dives out now, and oh, he crashes into those barricades just behind there, and you can see he's done a lot of damage there to his man, the Ploughman. He's completely reversed the fortunes. Crowd chant, this is awesome. He climbs back into the ring, picks his man up, and oh, now he's giving him the Hush Puppies in the gob, and right across the ring he almost flew, but he's straight back up to his feet. He says, none of those demonic Hush Puppies for me. Little roll up there, but no, rolls out of it and gives him a little kick to the face, a bit more of an introduction of those soft suede looking Hush Puppies, and then a disco elbow there from the Ploughman. Now going up to the top rope, really working all areas of the ring really well. Oh, a little frog splash there from the top rope, goes for the pin. 1, 2. He knows that he's been done by a frog splash in the past, not quite as prolific perhaps as Mark's frog splash from the top ropes, but he did well there, the Ploughman getting up and getting the distance and turn on his splash. And now this could spend trouble. He's caught up, and twists him out of it. And look at that, screams at the crowd. I thought he was about to get the foot in the back of the head. That demonic boot from the Ploughman. No, it's a big sit-down powerbomb from the Cyclops instead, and he rolls out of the ring. And the Demon Hunter says, I'm not going to let you off so lightly. Trying to work his way around the ring, caught on the steps it looks like, can't quite, there we go, he's made his way around eventually, but in that time the Ploughman's fully recovered, has hold of him, then German suplexes him right onto the outside. You can see the Cyclops clutching his head there, except might have caught those steel steps on the way as well. The Ploughman gets hold of his man now, drags him around and rolls him back into the ring, climbs up to the second rope and climbs in himself up to a 4 count there. Now bounces off the ropes. Oh, big crossbody off the ropes onto the mat, goes for the pin again. 1, 2, 3, and that was enough to put it away. A demonic victory for the Ploughman. And oh, now look, he's assaulting the Cyclops on the mat. He's saying to him, Demon Hunter no more. You have been defeated by the 2 demons. And what's he going for here? Oh no, he's got a table, ladies and gentlemen. He's well and truly, he might be looking to put the Cyclops out of commission for quite a while here. Big punch to the face there. Gets the table again, and the Cyclops down and is clearly in some pain. You can see rolling around the ring. He gets the table set up here. The ploughman. What's he going to do? He's got his hold of his man. He's chokeslamming him through the table. Oh my goodness me, ladies and gentlemen. He's making him relive the chokeslam that he had from the Shinigami. Lost his belt. A real embarrassment here, and I don't think the Cyclops is going to forget about that one anytime soon. Chokeslammed his former teammate straight through the table, the Shinigami. Not the Shinigami, the ploughman there. Goodness me, what an end to the match, ladies and gentlemen. Well, surely the Cyclops won't take that sitting down, but he might be sitting down for a while after that one. He'll be battered and bruised, and he might well have taken a while to recover from it. We'll move on to our next match here as we reel from that real shock ending there, ladies and gentlemen, into the tag team title match. The Teachers Union, what's left of it, taking on the Square Watermelons in a steel cage tornado tag. Three ways to win in this cage match, of course, as we welcome in the Square Watermelons.
Tag team steel cage match, and is for the tag team championship.
For the tag team championships, as I said.
Of 370 pounds.
370 pounds of pure British muscle. Here they come, the Square Watermelons. Of course, three ways to win in this steel cage: over the top, pinfall, or submission. And you'd have to think, with the Teachers Union in some sort of disarray, this is a fantastic opportunity for the Square Watermelons to steal the KEW Tag Team Big Bird titles from right under the nose of the Teachers Union. Other tag teams, of course,
At a combined weight of 200 pounds.
not competing up to the current levels. The Safety Men, you'd have to say, are the only other real dangerous tag team in the KEW. And then we've had the Assassin and Big Bird, which has just been a litany of failure, really. They're yet to really get going as a tag team. And the Shinigami, of course, has had a few tag matches with the BFG. Likewise, there's James the Cat and the Tanger's been paired up together. And they were, of course, former KEW Tag Team title champions, but they lost it very succinctly and swiftly. There's something we'd never thought we'd see, though. Dude Jeans and Miss Tash with titles round their waists. Can they keep their streak of luck going here? And Benji and Mark will be looking to reclaim the tag titles. You'd have to say, though, it may cause, if they do, a little bit of friction in the tag team, because both men are right at the top of the KEW rankings, and at some point they're going to have to face each other, and they're going to have to really put their tag team on the line, it seems. There it is, the referee lifting the tag titles clear so everyone can see what's on offer. Down comes the steel cage. The fans in for a real treat here. Look at that. The lads from the Square Watermelons look fired up. Miss Tash, big grin on her face there. She's ready to go as Benji comes racing out and spears Miss Tash straight down. Mark catches Dude Jeans as well and kicks his block off immediately as Dude Jeans was looking to kick him, and the Square Watermelons already in control of this match as Benji picks up Miss Tash and slams her into the floor, and Dude Jeans rolls out of an arm lock there, and a drop kick to Mark's face as now Benji goes and switches his attention to Dude Jeans, looks for the backdrop, but Dude Jeans casually flips out of it, but Mark switches his attention as Miss Tash is already taking a breather on the ropes, and she gives a swift sandal to the face of Benji, who's quickly back up and gets hold of Miss Tash and whips her into the corner. And Mark with a German suplex there as Benji kicks Miss Tash in the face, and now Mark went for a little drop kick there, and Miss Tash missed it, and now he's got hold of, she looks like she's got hold of him by the nose there, wrenching on his nostrils, trying to pick his boogers out by the look of it. Missed Tash there. Oh, a big kick to Benji. Missed the first hit. And oh, now she's kicked Mark's block off. She's kicking everyone in the face here with those soft sandals. A little slap there. Oh, missed the clothesline. And now Mark's got hold of her. He's dragging her around the ring as Benji gives a big knee to Duke Jeans in the face. Puts Miss Tash on the ropes. Swift shot to the back. And Benji is already looking to end the match early. He says, I've had enough of messing around in these tag team titles. Mark, you don't worry. You keep the people busy in the ring. And this one looks like it might be over before it's begun. Benji's already up to the top of the steel cage. He's sitting on top of it. Mark's, he's got the shot in the back. But Benji is going to successfully climb out of it here. No one's paying attention to him. Duke Jeans is just focused on trying to take Mark out. Mark drops back into the ring, and Benji here so close to climbing out. It looks like he's they're too late, the teacher tuning and getting up to him. And Miss Tash is just standing there casually watching as Mark and Duke Jeans are going at it. But Benji has climbed out of the ring. It's over before it's begun. We have new tag team champions. Oh no, maybe it's both men need to get out of the ring. Benji is out. Miss Tash is just frozen in time, and now Mark gets a kick to the face, and Benji now taunting on the outside. It appears both men have to climb out of the ring. Goodness me, I didn't know that was part of the rules here. Mark now locked in a 2-on-1 inside the ring. Benji has abandoned him very swiftly here. This could spell trouble for the Square Watermelons with a 2-on-1 in the ring. Mark now DDT there. You'd have to fancy he's going to get nothing but a pummeling as Duke Jeans now looks to ascend the ring and make it an even fight between Mark and Miss Tash. Mark taking it to Miss Tash. Perhaps he's better off if he focuses just on her. Kicks her in their guts, tucks her in between the legs and flips her over in that nasty royal crown crusher there. And now he's climbing up to the top of the ring himself. Is he going to look to try and he has his hit Duke Jeans. He's going to try and get him down. He wants a clean sweep. Oh, but he gets a kick in the face and another one from those sandals that Duke Jeans has on. And now Duke Jeans looking to climb out of the ring as Mark lays forlornly in the middle of the ring. The question will be, if Duke Jeans makes it out, will he and Benji go for a bit more action on the outside, or will they be respectful of each other? Duke Jeans, there you go, successfully up and out of the ring. Now it's just Miss Tash against Mark in the ring, and Miss Tash goes for the clothesline there and misses completely. And Mark looking dazed and confused. He couldn't believe what he's seen with Duke Jeans climbing out. And now Miss Tash taking advantage of it, and she's looking to... I thought she was going to climb out. Oh, big elbow, but misses it completely. Mark with a few furious shots, misses in the air. And Miss Tash now have a few hits there to regain control of the match. And as I said, it left him in dangerous territory, Mark in the ring, with Miss Tash able to really inflict a bit of punishment now. He was left and stranded by Benji. Perhaps Benji has foreseen that the two of them are going to have to come to blows at some point in the KEW. And now look at this, Miss Tash is looking to climb out to defend the titles. Benji thinking to himself, I don't want to have any more punishment inflicted on me than is necessary. Miss Tash really struggling to get a foothold there, manages to finally. Now she's up sitting on the top, and Mark's just down in the middle of the ring in the corner there getting a breather. And Miss Tash is gonna, unless she's stopped here, climb out of the ring quite succinctly. Mark now managed to get up at the last second, but I think it's too little too late. He can't get over to her in time, and she's going to climb out, and the Teachers Union are going to defend their titles here, and it's going to be an easy 1-2. Benji left Mark absolutely for dead in the ring, and look at that, he's talking on the outside, pointing at his tag team partner. Well, you have to say, Mark is not going to be happy with that, and he's going to be looking to Benji to explain his actions there as to why he legged it out of the ring absolutely immediately and left him in a 2-on-1, which ultimately left to the loss in the match. And Miss Tash there, look at that, on the floor like some sort of monster, prowling, staring at everybody in the crowd. Goodness me, I didn't think that'd be a formidable match, but they certainly were. They defend the tag team titles, the first team to defend the tag team titles since the safety men, of course. And we'll finish up here with our number one contender taking on the champion. This, of course, is just a regular match. It's not for the championship. Neither one wants to put the championship on the line just yet. It's just a warm-up, if you like, building the two men up. Nice shot of the flames there. Flames around the ring post. We of course aren't getting our normal black and white. We get to see the Shinigami in full colour as he comes down with the KEW title. As he eventually appears, that is. There he is, look at that. He's got the head of someone's in his hand there, like a victim. Holds it up high and he's wearing the title on his face. His little demonic eyes peering over it, only just. The KEW Championship, my goodness me. Who knows whose head that is that he's made into a lantern. Perhaps one of the gangsters that he finally caught up with, who offed him when he was a human, when he got his demonic powers in Epping Forest. Now carries that head as a trophy down to the ring. You can see there he's stretched the mouth right open, sewing the eyes up. Dead men tell no tales. As he carries it down to the ring. A little bit of smoke coming out of it as well. Perhaps some parts of the head have caught fire. Plops it on the side so it can watch on. The camera pans over and we get a nice view of it there. And there is the demon incarnate with a title round his face. Lifts it off. And look at that. The dead-eyed demonic stare. Turns swiftly with his double katanas on his back. Perhaps he used those katanas to behead that man and make him into a lantern. Climbs into the ring and shows off the title to the crowd. The demonic champion, the demon incarnate, the demon of death, Shinigami Walker, in the ring and ready to go. KEW champion, gives himself a little head and a noggin to get himself focused, crouching now with his belt in the corner, looking menacingly into the camera. Another shot there of that lantern, that poor victim, that poor man. Breathing deeply there, looking menacing, taking off his katanas now, ready to go in the ring. Look at that, fired up and ready. I hope he doesn't feel any adverse effects from the nuclear fallout here. Atomic Andy coming into the ring with the nuclear waste, the nuclear fallout bustling around him, the nuclear dust. He's having a party, he's having a rave, dancing around to the crowd. The crowd love him, he loves being here. One of the KEW's most explosive athletes, big, powerful man. Flips into the ring, ready to go and fired up. There we are, the bell rings, and here comes the Shinigami straight out. Gets hold of the big fella, grabs him by the back of the head, and clotheslines him down to the ground. And it really is a battle of two Goliaths, this one. The KEW's two tallest wrestlers. Andy coming in at 6'6'7", 6'6", sorry. And then Shinigami in at 6'4", 6'5". Scoops the big fella onto his shoulders and drops him onto the top rope there. Goes for the pin. One. Just a one count there, though, ladies and gentlemen. Looks around to the crowd and says, goodness me, what's going on here? Oh, big elbow to the back there. And now scoops Andy up again. Gets hold of him here. Whips him over the top rope. And a nasty, vicious shot there. And climbs out. Gets hold of the big fella. It's a big man to scoop up and drops him on the outside. Almost snapping him in half as he delivers him onto the edge of that canvas. And now picks up the Atomic Andy, what's left of him anyway. Big hit to the face there. Gets hold of him from behind and a big elbow from Andy to get out of that one as the Shinigami was all in control. And now Andy has hold of him by the neck. He looks like he might be choking him here. And a big shot to the guts. Doesn't drop him to the ground though. He took it like a champ, the demon. Up to a 3 count here, and Andy doesn't know what to do with him. Turning around on the outside, a little lost and confused. Perhaps dazed or a little out of sorts from being dropped on the edge of the mat, and now the Shinigami's got hold of his man. Looked like he was taking him on a tour of the ring. They're up to a 5 count already, though. Big clothesline from Andy there on the outside, and now climbs back into the ring on a 6 count. The Shinigami worshipping his dark gods on the outside. I think he wants to make his way back into the ring anytime he's happy to. There we go, up to a 7 count. Almost an 8 from the referee, and now gets hold of Andy, who politely waited for him on the inside. Oh, front suplex there, dropping him on his face. That's a lot of man to be dropping on his face as well. He's a big human being, kicks to the guts here, axe handle smash on the back, and a clothesline in the back. And what's this? Well, Tan just legged it in from nowhere, and the Shinigami's not seen him, and there he is. He's nicked the belt, and oh, look at this. The Shinigami now sees him with his belt and says, "Where are you going with that?" Tan, it looks like, has had a hair tie job as well. He's got blonde hair for some reason. The Shinigami nicks the belt off him and says, "Don't you dare." Oh, and here comes Andy. Oh, punches him square in the gob there. Tanjas with a little bit of the assist there, completely flipping the momentum of the match. It was all the Shinigami up until then, and then Tanjas came in and tried to steal the belt, and now the Shinigami is down on the outside, and Andy is the one praising some sort of lord over his body. Oh, he's back up though, the Shinigami, in a big clothesline there. The distraction didn't last for long as Andy rolls out the way of that one, and a big clothesline on the outside. But you've got to wonder how much of that mental game has played an impact on the Shinigami. He'll be thinking to himself, I can't turn my back on the KEW title, not even when I'm in the ring. Someone might come in and try and pinch it, and we don't believe what we saw there from Tanjas, who tried to sneak in and steal the KEW title from under the nose of the Demon. That's a dangerous prospect, really. And now the Demon going back to work in the ring, trying to put pay dirt to Andy. Maybe he'll think to himself, I've got to hurry up with this one if Tanjas is going to try and steal my title again. Misses the elbow there though, and now he's quickly back to his feet, picks him up now and presses the big fella all the way up and drops him on his face. That big gorilla press there, picks him up by the back of the neck and gives him a front choke slam for his money as well. Now goes for the pin for a decisive win. Gets a kick out at 1 though. A lot more damage needed to take the Demon down than that. And you can see Andy gets up and roars to the crowd. The big fella now feeling the momentum might have shifted his way, but no, the Shinigami manages to flip his way out of that. And for a big fella, he's pretty agile as well. It's one of those things you've got to watch with him. Now look at this, praising his Dark Lord on the canvas there as Andy's down, and clotheslines him over the top rope and rolls back onto the outside. He really doesn't care. Oh, he's giving him a demonic kiss on the outside. Oh, the demonic twist there. Oh, goodness gracious me. Andy getting a full face full on the mats, and now picks his man up and a few shots to the guts and to the face. Up to a 3 count on the outside. Oh, I thought he might throw him back in and look to finish it in the ring, but Andy's got a few elbows in there, and big clothesline there on the outside. Picks up the Demon now. We're on a 5 count here. He's got to throw him back in the ring. Now climbs back into the ring himself over the top rope here, but the Demon's up. Oh, he's clotheslined the referee out by accident, I think, and Andy scoops him up and gives him an atomic drive for his troubles. Oh my goodness me, he can't go for the pin though, because of course the referee's out of the ring. Big elbow there from Andy from the top rope. Big man to be falling, goes for the pin. He's not realised the ref's out. The ref's back in, slides in, 1. Oh, just a 1 count though, you'd have to feel. If the referee had been in the ring, he might well have got more than a 1 count off there, and Shinigami rolls out the way of the little kick, dodges the first hit there, but oh no, gets a few swift hits from Andy in the guts there, quickly back up to his feet though, and Andy now carrying over to the ropes, sits him on the ropes there, throws him down to the ground. Now big stomp from the bottom rope there, big boot in his chest, and the Shinigami is looking a little worse for wears all of a sudden. And you've got to wonder how much of that mental game has played an impact on him, with Tanjas sneaking in to try and steal the belt. You'd have to think he's got to be worried about somebody else potentially doing that. We know, of course, Mark has a bit of history of being a sneaky sort. Oh, he looked like he went for the massive choke slam there, but Andy's managed to reverse it and scoop him up onto his shoulders, managed to break it up just in time and drops him face first into the corner. And a little stomp there, and now gets hold of his man, drags him out and drops him on his back in the middle of the ring. And the Shinigami in a bit of trouble here, and again those mental games must be playing an issue as Andy's up on the top rope, says to him get up on the outside, points to the crowd and dives off. Oh, big elbow there from the top rope. Goodness gracious me. Almost smashed his head in, and now throws him across the ring, almost throws him into those advertising boards on the edge of the KEW arena. Now scoops his man up on his shoulder and twists him down onto his face. The Shinigami's down and out, it looks like. Manages to roll out the way at the last minute there. Throws his man down the side of the ring for a little bit of a breather, it feels. Gets to a 3 count and now praises his Dark God again. Maybe looking for a last bit of power to get him through the end of the match here. Misses chokeslam, looked like he was going for a gain and gets an atomic drive there, and that might be enough for Andy to put it away. Hooks the leg, goes for the cover. 1, 2, just a 2 count there though. The Shinigami is one of those wrestlers who never gives in. He digs deep at every opportunity, and Andy says, you know what then, have another one of these. Scoops him up, an atomic drive again, and now the Shinigami might be snapped in half. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that's enough to put him through. And a big win there. And you'll have to say, Atomic Andy will look at that and say to himself, well, it's only a matter of time surely before I am the KEW champion. I'm the #1 contender. Tanjers might run in and try and steal the title as much as he wants. He won't be getting it though. It'll be mine in no time at all. The big man laughs and folds his arms, and he knows the KEW title is only a matter of weeks away surely. Waves to the crowd, happy with his victory. The Demon, though, will not be happy with that one, and he will not be happy with Tanjers running in and stealing the belt at the last minute. What an explosive episode of KEW there, though, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and I'm sure we'll have things to resolve next week. The tag team issues between Mark and Benji. Will we see the Spyclops ever again, or was he snapped in half by that table? And will the Firefighter recover from his bout with the Big Bird? Thank you, though, for watching for this week, and we'll see you next time on more KEW action.